Jonah. I'm from Dallas, so I had a little accent. Jonah. 1 and 1. If you have it, say amen. Amen. If you don't, say whoa. Still here for the wolves. Bible study. Amen. Now the word of the Lord came unto Jonah, the son of M.B.C, saying, Arise, go to Nineveh, that great city, and cry against it, for their wickedness is come up before me. Yeah. Now the word of the Lord came unto Jonah, the son of M.B.C, saying, Arise, go to Nineveh, that great city, and cry against it, for their wickedness is come up before me. May God have a blessing on the reader and doers of his word. Amen. I'd like to tag a subject, following God's direction and don't quit.
Don't quit. Don't quit.
Following God's direction and don't quit.
Don't quit. Yes, sir.
Don't quit on God. Amen.
Amen.
Now, to bring you up, I'd like to tell you the story of Jonah. It's a familiar passage, but for that one who may be in our audience today who don't know the story of Jonah, I'd like to talk about it for just a second. All right. Jonah got a word from the Lord to say, go and cry and go and tell that great city of Nineveh that you're wicked. And I'm going to, if you don't change your wicked ways, I will punish you.
All right.
I will do something bad to you. If you
I got you.
Well, Jonah didn't want to go out and tell these people what God had said to him.
So true.
So he tried to run away.
Yeah.
Isn't that funny how when we get direct orders, we tend to go about and do the things that we want to do our own way and our own thing. Amen? Amen. Well, anyway, he ran away, and there's always a punishment for going against God's will. Amen?
Yeah. Well,
a great fish swallowed him up. To make a long story short, it spit him out, and he still had to go back and do what God had told him to do.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. That's the story.
When I look at following God's direction, and I looked at this passage, the first thing that came to my mind was Jonah had a fellowship with God.
Yes, he did.
You ask me, why? How do I know that he had fellowship or relationship with God? It says, now the word of the Lord came unto Jonah. Now the word of the Lord came unto Jonah. That saying that he had a relationship.
Indeed.
The pastor been talking about all month long how relationships matter. And that the fact that we can't get along with anyone else unless we get our relationship with God together first. How can we relate to our brothers and our sisters if we don't have a relationship with God? Now, Jonah had this relationship with God. But it is funny that when we get relationships, we tend to know the good points and the bad points of when we relate with one another. When I go to a person that I've been in relationships for a while, and I know some that I can ask for certain things and don't get any rebuttals, they're gladly to get to me.
Right.
And there's others that I know that I can't go to like that because they have a million questions to ask me why do I want it from them. Amen? But that's because of my relationship with them. You have to get to know the people. Or you have to get to know God as well. All right. So it's important to have a relationship. It said, now the word of the Lord came unto Jonah, the son of M.B.C, saying, arise and go to Nineveh. So we see that he was fellowshipping with God. Now isn't it funny that when we talking to someone, we find out that the directions that we get or the order that we get, we may not like.
That's true. That's true.
But we must continue to do what God has said to do.
That's right.
Following God's direction and don't quit. I recall once when I was younger, My mother gave me some direct, if you could, for a term, direct directions.
A direct.
Direct. She told me, don't let no one in the house.
Nobody.
I mean no one. And especially your cousin Raymond. So that was direct. That's direct.
That's direct.
Especially Raymond. Well, unbeknownst to me, Raymond had sticky fingers. I didn't know that he had sticky fingers. I just knew he was my blood and I loved him.
Yeah.
So Raymond came knocking at the door. He was very cunning. He persuaded me to open the door. Now, right there, I disobeyed.
Yes, sir.
But I thought that he'd come in for a little while, and he'd be gone. Mom come home, and she never knew what happened.
Right.
Well, he got in the house, and he went on and searched around the house, unbeknownst to me again, and found something that was worth a lot to my mother. Soon as she came in the door, she went to her bedroom, walked back out. She asked me, who been in my house? Now, of course I was shaking, because my mother brought straight up fear to my heart. I was scared.
Yeah.
I wanted to know how she know I let somebody in the house.
Yeah.
Raymond, nobody had to tell her. She knew exactly who it was. Raymond came in and stole her rent money. Now you know she was upset.
Oh, Lord.
But the fact of the matter is, if I would have followed directions,
Yes,
none of that would have happened. But because of I thought I had a relationship with Raymond, I thought he was just coming up to see about me. Boy, was I in for a big rude awakening. Amen?
Amen.
First thing, we got to fellowship with God. And then we have to follow God's order.
Yeah.
Well, it says, now the word of the Lord came unto John. So therefore, we know he has a fellowship or a relationship with God. And in the second verse, it gives a direct order. It says, arise and go to Nineveh.
Direct direction.
That's direct order. Arise and go. It didn't say think about it.
Yeah.
He said go home and sleep on it.
Yeah.
You know, isn't that funny? How we sit up, right? We sit up in church and we think the word of the Spirit of the Lord come upon us. You know what? You ought to join the choir. That's direct. You ought to join the choir. Isn't that direct?
That's direct.
You ought to usher. You just pass it off. Do like Jonah. I'm not going to abide by that. Because your own personal agenda.
Yeah.
Your personal agenda. You don't listen to what God said.
Well,
It's all about you.
yeah.
And that's what happens when we get a little educated or we get a little bit of religion in us. We think it's all about us.
That's right.
It says fellowship with God and following God's order. And then the last thing I want to talk about is finishing the race.
Yeah.
Now, before I go there, isn't it funny? Now, he's a man of God. He got a direct order. He has a relationship. My question was, why didn't he go through what God told him to do?
Good question.
Why didn't he do what God told him to do? It wasn't he didn't have no ifs, ands, or buts about it. It was direct. And that's the way he do us. He don't leave you no doubt. He told him, go to Nineveh. He didn't have to say, he didn't tell him, go to Nineveh. It tells most of us. Like I said, join the choir. Be a part of the church body. Besides just sitting on the pew.
Amen.
Be something in the church.
Right.
Because each and every one of us have a gift.
That's right. Say that.
And only it's up to us to tap into our gift. Amen?
That's right.
But finish the race. Well, I heard Isaiah said in the book of Isaiah 40 and 31, I believe that's where it is.
That's it, Doc.
Where it says, But they that wait upon the Lord,
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
right.
That's what it say, Doc.
they renew their strength.
Yes. They shall mount
They
up.
mount up with wings as eagles. They shall run
Not.
and not be weary. They shall walk
Not.
and not faint. They that wait upon the Lord. They said that the race is not given to the swift.
That's right.
But you just got to endure the race.
Got to endure it.
I
Got
know
to
something
endure
what
it.
happens sometimes when we're in the middle of the race. Things become stagnant.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
You want to give up?
Things become just complacent.
Yeah.
And see, when things become complacent or stagnant in your relationship with God, or in your relationship with the church body, when things become stagnant, you need to pray more.
Yeah.
What is it that I'm feeling this way? Why is it I don't want to go to choir rehearsal today? What is it I don't want to go to prayer service? Why is it that I need to pray?
Yeah.
Well, Jonah, he had his own agenda. I say he had the pride of life.
Yeah.
Go.
He didn't want God to save the people of Nineveh.
Come on.
Yeah.
Isn't it just like us Christians?
Oh, sir.
We get to looking at other folks and we didn't tell them why they shouldn't be saved.
Well.
Oh, preacher.
Well, if it wasn't for Jesus on our side, where would we be? To have the audacity to look at someone and say they should not be saved.
Yes, sir.
To tell the dude, Jones, I'm not going. All you're going to do is save them. And that's how we look at people driving down the street. We look at them, we already want to make a judgment on them.
Yeah.
People already talking about the woman that killed a child. They said that she killed a child and she got out. They already telling where she's going.
Yeah.
Who knows? She might ask for forgiveness and ain't nothing nobody can do about it.
That's right.
Yes, sir.
Ain't nothing nobody can do about it.
That's Bible.
Amen.
Amen.